Hello and welcome to Fred TV News. I'm Mason Freitas, your host. We decided to produce a show on some fun facts about Durfee and what goes on beyond its walls. Take, for example, the history of Durfee. Did you know that there have been 3 different Durfee high schools? Yup, imagine that. Here's Sam Campion with that story.
Durfee has got a new home 3 years ago and is truly an amazing learning environment. In your opinion, what was unique about the first Durfee High School on Rock Street?
Mary Brayton Young gave the city of Fall River a $1 million donation to build that school in memory of her son, Bradford Matthew Challoner Durfee. So that right there is unique in that you had a private individual funding the construction of a public school. But beyond that, it was what was in that school, the amazing artifacts, some of them that we still have, including the historic telescope made by Warner and Swayze in the 1880s. That was such a unique thing to have in a high school at the time. It was really a status symbol that Fall River had a high school with this high-priced telescope in it. Then when you add the bells, when you add all the beautiful things that I didn't experience as a student, but the study halls with the sculptures, it was really a truly unique place, and it was designed after the Hotel de Ville, the city hall in Paris, which is an amazing thing.
The second Durfee High School was built in 1978 at 360 Ellsbury Street and cost $27 million. As you can imagine, the building was so much more different from the Durfee that exists today at 460 Ellsbury Street, which cost $263 million. Now, the new building has natural sunlight in every room, even in common areas, windows that open, fresh air in the school, heat and AC at appropriate times. In addition, the halls are built in straight paths, making it easier to navigate throughout the building. And the classroom areas are designed with learning in mind and in places that create better partnerships amongst common interests. Throughout the years, how has learning changed throughout each of the schools and learning as a whole?
Well, I think you can answer questions like this with the more things change, the more things stay the same. So there are some absolute truths about learning that have been present throughout. You need students that are eager to learn and ready to learn, and you need well-prepared teachers that understand how to provide instruction to students. I think what's happened along the way is that we have a much better understanding how different kinds of students work, how different kinds of students learn, and what we need to do to support them to reach their goals. I think that the major shift, besides the technology that's pretty evident, would be that less memorization and more about skills, more about applying the learning to real-life scenarios rather than sitting in neat rows and reciting the times tables back to a teacher. So that would be the major difference, is that it's more about applied learning than rote memorization.
The address of Durfee might have changed over the years and which way students have learned, but the fact is, Durfee is a great school. I'm Sam Campion for Fred TV News.
Speaking about all the different type of Durfee high schools, another area that remains from the old building was the pool. This pool was repaired and restored to what it is today, with new lighting, new equipment, a new heating system, a diving board, diving platforms, and more. I met with Coach Policino to talk to him about the programs available to the public at our pool. When you think of swimming, you think of something that you do outdoors in the summer, but here at Durfee we have a pool that you can use year-round. Come check out the different programs that we offer.
So right now I'm the coordinator of the Durfee Aquatics program. I set up the program, came up with the curriculum and things like that. The different program that we have, all the way from learning to swim to our Hilltoppers program, which is more of the fitness and team aspect of swimming, to the diving aspect of our dive academy. We also offer programming for the community, like a flick and float, where community members can come in, watch a movie while enjoying the pool. I also am a teacher here, a phys ed teacher, teaching the 3 different aquatics classes that we offer at Durfee High School, along with the head coach of the swimming and diving team for both boys and girls. So we offer some lessons that we teach kids basic water skills. We get them involved with other people in the community, working on the social emotional aspect of their development, and hopefully as they come up and become older kids that they're more safe around the water and understand the importance of being safe, in and around aquatic spaces such as, waterfronts, pools, whether it's in the backyard or here at the school. To stay safe around the water is such an important part of what we do here at Durfee Aquatics. So I'd love to see more people come in, take our group classes, learn to swim, learn to stay safe around the water. There's always that swim aspect of it, of being a good team, part of a good team, but the basic water safety skills is such an overlooked aspect in a lot of childhood development, and we want to bring people in and teach people to stay safe.
Get ready for the summer and dive into one of these programs, and you'll always be safe in the water. This is Mason Freitas from Fred TV News, signing out. All that talk about swimming and exercise has made me hungry. Next up, we have a story about Whitson's Corporation. You may be thinking, what is that? Whitson's is a company that supplies all of our breakfasts and lunches to here at Durfee High School. But did you know that they also service all around Fall River Public Schools and even have partnerships outside of the state of Massachusetts? This company is huge.
Whitson's Food Corporation services 11,000 students in the Fall River Public Schools every day.
Whitson's is a company based out of Long Island, New York, that is a family-owned company that started with a mother and father that started a restaurant and developed it for their 7 children, and it grew into a contract feeding company. Preparing a day in Fall River Public Schools starts at about 6:45 in the morning. We have all schools report at that time and bringing in fresh product from outside vendors. The ladies have about 3 hours every day to prepare all the food. And at Durfee High School, for example, 2,000 meals in the school plus 1,600 meals going out the back door. So they have about 3 hours to prepare that food. As you can see behind me, the kitchen is spotless. So once lunch ends, they have to break down all the serving lines. They have to take food that they can prep and chill and use at another time, or discard any leftover waste. Overall, and I can speak for myself here in Fall River, we're here for the students. We want to present a great meal for them. We recommend suggestions back from the students. At the end of the day, the ladies that work in these, they're here, they have kids in the schools, and they're here to provide a great service to them, and they work very hard to do that. In the Fall River Public Schools, we've hired a new executive chef, so he's bringing a lot of new ideas. Ramen noodle bowls is one of the things. We do a lot of what we call pop-ups, which is a Nashville chicken sandwich, which is very, big item out there right now. So those are some of the items, and we have a lot more coming.
Now that's a lot of meals. Here we are behind the scenes.
That's all for now. Until next time, I'm Mason Freitas from Fred TV News, signing off.